My beautiful Aqua gang, what it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message for my beautiful Aquarian soul family. What's up, you guys? I hope you're doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guys, please give us exactly what it is that we need to know in regards to the energy showing up for Aquarius sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Please keep in mind that the messages are general, guys, okay? They may or may not resonate. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest. Don't force anything to fit. If you happen to be a cross watcher dealing with an Aquarius, just place yourself within the storylines, okay? Try to keep an open mind when it comes to my tarot, guys. It's fluid, okay? This could be something that is currently unraveling, something that is predictive of the future, or something that has happened in the recent past, okay? So this one feels a little bit different. This is going to get quite interesting, I feel, for you, this connection moving forward. In fact, I don't think that you see what's going on with this person behind the scenes, which is why Spirit wanted me to start with that particularly, okay? What's going on in this person's energy currently. We're going to go over all of the cards, and then I'm going to get down to the nitty gritty, okay? It's like a whole story. It's like a story, okay? Okay, I guess the dog's barking or confirmation. Shall I press pause and tell my neighbors to cut this shit out? Shut up! Did you see me trying to channel? Sheesh. Before we jump right in, guys, please take a moment, click the like button, as well as the subscribe button, okay? Make it official. Let's be a team. Let's be a thing. We would love to have you here. Also, click the notification bell, that little bell, so that you can be notified when I upload on the channel. I don't want to spend too much time there. Shoot me a little comment down below. Let me know you're here. What's your birthday? Okay. What you got going on this summer? Okay. Okay. Just a little, hey girl, hey, something, say something back. Okay. All of the cards, starting with the very first and then moving down descendingly. Okay. So we have chemistry. Okay. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. This is where they got you, okay? I do feel like the two of you are extremely attracted to one another. That is mirrored, okay? That's mirrored energy. That's not something that you were imagining, and that's not something that they were imagining, but I feel like the way that things are unfolding, somebody here is questioning whether or not it was real. Like, was it love bombing? Like, were you just playing in my face? Like, you know, what is it for real, right? Like, was that good night that we had together, was that actually a thing, or did I just imagine that, right? Like, did I make it up in my mind? We then have very soon. So it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And this is where they fucked up at. Okay, but we'll get to that in a minute. We then have make the effort. Okay, so great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. I get someone that's kind of lazy, a lazy lover perhaps. I get that this is somebody who gets things done for them. They don't necessarily have to do much to pull in the person that they desire, the person that they're attracted to. They've had long-term relationships where they kind of were able to chill. It's not that they don't want to do anything. It's just that they don't have to really. Okay. We then have unrequited love. This is where it starts to get a little bit sticky. Okay. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And then somebody exits stage left. Okay. You don't want to do it. It's necessary to bring this thing together. You're switching up. This chemistry that we had is not enough to sustain a relationship. It's not enough to take us all the way. It's not enough to keep us together, right? Like, it's not enough to go the long haul, the long distance. Okay. After a while, your good looks, you know, they ain't looking so good after a while. If you ain't doing shit, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Even the sex starts to feel just maybe like a chore. Okay. So we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Now, I say this is where it gets sticky for this person because I feel as if this is someone, yes, who was very much so attracted to you, who still is. Okay, this person is still attracted to you. They still want you. They want you. Do they want to do what's necessary to have you? That's a whole nother case, right? But I feel them breaking. Okay, I feel them breaking under pressure. I get this person having conversations with the divine, having conversations with their spirit guides, or just having conversations with God, right? With the universe, just kind of being within their thoughts and specifically asking for a certain quality of man to come into their life, a certain quality of woman to come into their life. What I don't think they banked on is how soon it would happen, because you do happen to be that manifestation. Okay. I feel like this person is kind of deeming it as a relationship that came sooner than what they were expecting, and sooner than what they were prepared for, and sooner than what they may have needed at the time. Okay. Does that mean that they did not entertain it? No, they did. And that is problematic, in my opinion. Okay, so if you have manifested a thing, it is very important. It's imperative, right? It doesn't matter what it is that you're trying to manifest, whether it's a relationship, a husband, a wife, a union, a divine counterpart, a soulmate, a job, a house, a car, right? You need to do the things in order to prepare yourself to be ready when it arrives, right? All things require maintenance, including relationships. So if you have not done the necessary work to maintain what it is that you are calling in, that's where we get the problems. You see what I'm saying? So I do feel like you are a lot for this person. Not your problem, like at all. But I just have to say that these are their thoughts, right? Like I feel like the chemistry, beautiful. But what it would require, again, right? I have to reiterate that for this person to be able to actually have you. It's one thing to communicate with you, right? Have a couple of phone calls, go out on a couple of dates, have a drink or two, even to have a few little encounters, okay? And a few little intimate encounters. That's one thing. It's a total other thing, right? There's levels to this. That is totally something different when it comes to truly putting in the effort in order to have someone, right? In order to partner is what they want me to say. In order to partner with another. I get you come off as someone who is a free-spirited individual, right? So just because the two of you may have had eyes for one another, that didn't necessarily put them in the running as somebody that you would have taken serious, okay? That didn't necessarily put them as someone who met the requirements to be taken seriously by you, okay? Just judging by your standards. This person feels like your standards are sky high. I don't get that that's the truth. I just get that it's a lot more, right, than what they learned how to do. Okay, so let me put you on a little bit of game. This person has possibly had the worst examples, okay, in terms of how to man up in relationships, okay? How to show up as the woman, how to guide oneself into growing and evolving into divine energy. So that's divine masculine, divine feminine energy. Yet they manifested a divine masculine, divine feminine. You see what I'm saying? You see? Do you see the bullshit? As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, right? So not only is this person they want to get back on one accord with you, okay? They want to get on the same page, but they absolutely know that they can't skip steps, right? I feel like this person has done something to make you second guess whether or not this was worth your time. You may have even ended up freeing yourself, starting to date other people, or just no longer having them on the list as someone who you would take seriously. I see you laughing at this person almost, okay? That's their feelings, not mine. Even if you didn't directly laugh in this person's face, they sort of feel like it went from this very strong, we are here with it, right? Like we're seeing eye to eye. I'm into you. You're into me. We're both into each other equally, to abruptly change into maybe you not being as interested. That's how they feel, guys. Like you are actively either freeing yourself or attempting to, right? Placing them on the friend zone list, or placing them on a list where it's just like, you're just for fun. You know what I'm saying? You're here for a good time, not a long time. I can't take you serious. I do see this person wanting to explain to you, right, why they would have done whatever it is that they did to make you feel lesser than, or to make you feel as if you weren't enough. That's what unrequited love can entail, okay? It says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So you were coming to your senses, right? There could have been something that they did to not only make you feel like an option, or like you weren't enough, or like you weren't worth the effort, right? There's also this sentiment that once you started to feel like that, it all of a sudden started to feel unsafe. So no matter how attracted you were to this person, no matter how much passion you have for them, the honeymoon was over. You were seeing this person for exactly for who they were, exactly for who they are. Okay. Now I will say that there are some illusions around how you might see this person, and it is because of the conversations that they need to have with the divine, the conversations that they need to have with their parents, that they need to have with people from their past that definitely did them a disservice in terms of how they grew, right? They maybe need some counseling. Perhaps they need to really delve into their own spiritual journey, right, in order to evolve and to mature. But I see them wanting, most importantly, to have a conversation with you, okay? It says, honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. I feel like that's what type of time they're on now. So regardless of if that is something that you're open to or not, this is what this person's energy is showing up as, right? They see the issue, right? They also are taking it extremely hard that you've backed away or that you're not looking at them the same, right? They don't feel the same level of passion that they did once before between the two of you, or they may feel like now they're the ones being treated as an option or as if they're not good enough, and they do know that they opened that can of worms, right? So I'm hearing the phrase, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. So they know that they opened that up. You're giving to them what they gave to you. That's it. That's all, right? But they don't fucking like it. They hate it, in fact. And they also know that whatever this is that they did was more of a defense mechanism for themselves to stay rooted in their habits, to stay rooted in who they deem themselves to be, right? To stay the same and not change, rather than it truly being how they feel. There's also a little bit of fear here on this person's end, you guys. Okay, I have to be very honest that they will fail at this. Okay, so they are viewing you as one of the deeper relationships in their adulthood that they've had, one of the first for some of them. Okay, do they normally open up in relationships or connections? No. I would even stretch to say that this person maybe has never, even if they were in like a quote unquote union, or I shouldn't say union, I should say like exclusive, something exclusive where they're just dating one person. It was never quite on this level, okay? And I'm not making excuses for them. I'm just letting you know that, did they want you? Yes. Did they call you in? Yeah, they did. It says it right there. Okay. They did. They called you in. They manifested this relationship. They manifested you. It was fated for the two of you to meet. Were they prepared for you? Hell, fuck no. No, absolutely not. They were ill prepared, in fact. And being stuck in their ways is what has given them the inability to read the room properly, which is why they would have went with going cold on you, okay? Or going in a way to make you feel as if you needed to do more, or going in a way to make you second guess, okay? That's what unrequited love is about. Second guessing how someone feels about you, their attraction towards you, whether it's real or not. And that does look like game playing. So I don't blame you for trying to free yourself or move the fuck on or get control back over yourself, because with all of these emotions brewing, we have passion and chemistry here. That's a lot to deal with. I will call that very selfish on this person's end, because yeah, it can be extremely impactful. And like I said, overwhelming. Just because somebody is overwhelmed, it doesn't have to mean because something bad is happening. When you meet someone, a soulmate, right, such as this, where the chemistry is on a billion, okay, y'all seeing eye to eye, right? It feels like an old friend, you know what I'm saying? But you're attracted to them, you know, and then they're also attracted to you, and the two of you are just vibing. Like, it's a total vibe. All of that coming in at once, it can be a lot, right? Now, judging where you are in your spiritual journey, okay, and you can just decipher where you are. I just feel like you were more of a freer spirit. You were more open to this, and you were more, you had the ability to regulate, okay, your emotions in that overwhelmingness. You were going to see this through, okay? You were willing to. This person, however, okay, because of their lack of healing, their lack of work, okay, their inability to read the room again, the overwhelming magnetism, that's what they're calling it, okay? I think it did the exact opposite. And it had them leaning into like old tactics, right? Old ways of doing things, which could read as a game to you. And because you had already fallen for this person, or at least liked them to a certain extent, you may have gotten used to talking to them on a daily basis, or just, you know, gotten used to them, period, right? You could have been in the beginning stages of truly falling for them. Only you know that, right? For them to just switch like that could make someone feel like they're out of control, because it's like, I can't control another person. Just a minute ago, it was all good, right? Like, we were good just a week ago, bitch. We were good. So what is the problem? Like, what is going on? What happened is Yes, the emotions came fast. I do see this moving very rapidly. I see the two of you's attraction going from smitten to damn near, that's my man, bitch. Like, that's my girl, that's my lady, that's my honey bun, right? Pet names, all that shit, right? It felt right. Not forced, it just felt right. And the faster that would have occurred, or the faster that would have developed those feelings, keep in mind, we're here as a collective, right? So it's going to be different for all of you. I feel like it was rapid for everybody here. But in terms of how rapid, that's where it differs. The faster those feelings developed, the more out of control you would have felt, because that's out of the ordinary for you. Right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? I'm right. Am I right or am I right? I'm right, bitch. I'm right. Okay? So the same goes for this person, you guys, okay? It is out of the ordinary for them to feel this enamored by someone, right? Be this attracted to someone, have so much in common with a person, want to speak to someone, right? On a daily basis, look forward to someone's presence, someone's, aura, the phone call, the text messages, right? The memes, the posts that you might put online, the date, seeing each other, being around you. Like, that's different for them, okay? They've had people around, but this level of passion, chemistry, and magnetism is out of the ordinary for the both of you. They were unable to handle it the same way as you because of their lack of growth, guys. I just have to be honest with you, okay? They have been on this path to learning themselves and evolving, yes, but they haven't quite made it. This is why they feel like their manifestation came in too soon. Now, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, let me get you together real quick. Sit down. Let me get you together. Talk to your person real quick. Why would you ask for something knowing that you weren't prepared to take care of it, to nurture it, to maintain it? Maintenance? Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. This is what you did. For some of you, I see this person writing in their diary, writing a list out, scripting. If they're spiritual, they might, even if they're not spiritual, like you are, since you're here with me, they didn't recognize it as scripting, but that's exactly what it is when you write down what it is that you want, what it is that you're calling in, as if it's already done, right? Like, this is how my lady will be. This is how my man will be. This is how my marriage will be. This is how, I want my next relationship to be. This is what it looks like. That is called scripting. That is one of the most powerful ways to manifest. That's what you did. Therefore, Aquarius showed up, and now you don't know what to do with them. You're literally fumbling the bag, bitch. You're just fumbling this shit all over the place. So, was the feelings mutual? Yes, they were. And I feel like if you thought otherwise, that is the illusion. That's where you got it fucked up. The intentions were pure. The emotions were mutual. What they showed you, what they said they felt for you, or some of the things that they would have showed you, some of the things that you would have gotten a glimpse into in terms of how they feel about you were correct. They were true. They were not a lie. They were not putting on a front. They were not putting on a mask. But do you know what happened? Because of how fast you came in, this motherfucker got scared as fuck. They got scared as shit. And it could be something specifically that happened, guys, okay? Not necessarily, but they want me to just pivot just slightly, okay? Just take a little pit stop. So bear with me. Specifically, in someone's storyline, it was all good. The two of you were vibing, dating. Things seemed to be moving forward. Things seemed to be moving great. What happened is this person noticed something either about your lifestyle, your goals, something that you were working towards, something that you attained, some of your achievements. Is something very specific, something specific that would have rang true to this person that, oh, this is a big fish, right? Like, this is not that shit from the past, right? Like, I will never get away with doing what I did in the past here. You know what I'm saying? I'll be out the door so motherfucking fast. And they find themselves falling in love very soon, only to find out that you might be a little high maintenance for them. Your price might be a little high for what they can afford. Now, whilst manifesting, you, Spirit set this person up to be in a position to afford you. But I feel like since this person is a creature of habit, they specifically and purposefully, unfortunately, right, chose to resonate in their same habits. Okay? So now when you come, the big fish, right, they have no savings, right? Like, they have no savings, they have no 401k, they have no retirement, bitch, they have nothing to give. They sell some dicks every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Sell a little ass, sell a little pum pum, sell a little, you know, smile. Okay? They could be there for you. They could have some supportive words. But where it really matters, they're lacking. And I feel like that is not something that they wanted you to notice. If you did notice, they don't know. Okay? And you weren't supposed to notice. But they themselves started to see themselves clearly, almost like a mirror, just by being around you. Like, how would I even maintain this relationship? They're going to find out. No one will know. They're going to know. They will know. They will find me out, right? And these are the conversations I see. These are the wheels that I see turning in their head, right? And I do get this person still engaging with you, even while battling. This is an internal battle within this person. They are taking accountability. I do see that. I see them taking accountability for not preparing for you. Like, I should have been a lot further. I should have took that promotion. I should have, went to get that licensing. I should have, really dug in my heels to work on my business. I should have gone back to school. I should have gotten some kind of certification. I should have went for that personal loan. I should have did more to apply myself. And you yourself might be saying, well, monetary gains don't mean anything to me, right? Like, the money doesn't mean anything. The outer shit doesn't matter. And that's fine and great. But we're talking about them. That's not okay for them. They feel inferior. They feel like you are outrunning them. You see what I'm saying? Running circles around them, in fact, and then going the fuck off, right? This is a battle within themselves. They feel like they don't know if they have enough to give you. They don't know if they have it. Oh. Well, why you ain't do it then? I don't understand. Really don't understand. And I do get a lot of you being very compassionate, right? Empathetic. You're able to understand that life is a process. Life is a journey. Okay, we're all going to be in a different space and time in our own journeys. There's always going to be somebody ahead of you. There's always going to be something that you can learn. There's always going to be something that you can evolve, right? Like, that's just life. That's the cycle of life. This is a battle within themselves personally, though. Okay? I feel like seeing you, being around you more, even if it's just mentally leveling up, right? Maybe they're thinking, I should have read more fucking books. I should know more about some stuff. I should know more, right? Like, I need to be more. Even if it's nothing that I just listed, because we are here as a collective, so only take what resonates with you, then it could be as simple as this person knowing that they've gotten used to, right? The habit of showing up with the least and still getting the best, still getting the most, the top bitch, you know what I'm saying? The it girl, the it guy, getting that dude, right? Like, they can pull them easy and keep them, right? The tides are changing now. Effort will be required. There's no way getting around that. And so this person doesn't trust themselves to be able to do that. They don't know, right? Like, so they're scared. And I feel like that is when they started to move funny. Started making you feel like they got some other shit going on when they really don't. They don't. I feel as if them hiding how they actually feel, right? And just doing shit, right? Like, just taking action. It is coming off as disingenuous. It is coming off as sneaky. Like, they got something up their sleeve. See, it says, I'm living a double life and I'm a different person in each. You feel like, there's something fishy here with the way that they're moving. How do you just go from all of this chemistry, all of this passion. We're talking every day to silence, to nothing, or to, you know, 2-word answers, 1-word answers. Okay, acting as if you're doing me a service, right? Like you're doing me a favor by talking to me, bitch. Like, what is this? What is going on? Maybe there's someone else. There's not. Okay. Very clearly not, guys. I have to let you know that. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to choose this person, right? Or stay with this person or go back to this person, whatever your situation is. But they very much so are focused on you. They are choosing you. They know who they want. They are really kicking themselves for being so behind. They feel behind, guys. They feel like you are ahead of them. They may even feel like whatever it is that they have to offer might not be good enough, and that makes them nervous. That makes them scared. It does make them scared in terms of losing someone with this strong of a connection, right? I do get this person, like I said, being able to pull people in the past and not being nervous about losing those people because there were no feelings involved, right? Like it is what it is type shit is what they were used to dealing with. But now they feel like this is like a big gamble. I'm sorry for taking so long to realize it's been you. Wow. So we got some confessions here. No Usher. We got some confessions. No Usher. We may have some fantasizing going on, especially if you've been in separation. Okay, they do feel bogged down and burdened by this. Okay, divine timing is at play. They don't have control over this. They didn't have control over you coming in. They wanted to be more prepared, but I feel like they were in denial about what the universe really has the capability of doing, which is why they drag their feet in terms of their own growth, their own movement forward, right? Like their own growth, their own evolvement. They drug their feet on that. Just for you to show up one random day. And the spirit is like, it's not a random day. Like it wasn't random. It was not random. It says that they have some pictures secretly saved in their phone. So they may be going through your social media, or maybe you sent them a picture. They have definitely saved it, even if they told you they didn't. So they're kind of looking through your pictures. Maybe the two of you took pictures together. Okay, took a few selfies together. The two of you could have been out at some form of a function or something, and this person snuck a few pictures of you across the room, across there while you were doing something, talking to someone. They took a picture of you. They have pictures of you. That's what they want you to know. Okay, it gives them pleasure. It brings them pleasure. I don't see them like pleasuring themselves necessarily. Even though some of them might be doing that. Some of them might be. Okay. They definitely have a fire for you, a passion that burns internally for you. They want you, right? Here's why I said earlier that this person's intentions seem pure. It is because even though they went about pulling back in the totally wrong way because it kind of threw you off and confused you, this is someone who doesn't want to play with you, okay? They don't want to play with your feelings. They don't want to play with this thing called love, this relationship. This would be closer. This would be the closest that they have gotten to a real relationship, like almost ever, right? Where they actually care. So when they take into the account what they'll have to do in order to maintain the relationship, that is what's giving them pause. They don't want to overpromise you. They don't want to feed you some bullshit. They don't want to tell you they can do something and then their word fall through. They don't want to disappoint you, right? Like they don't want to look like an asshole. They don't want to look like a loser. Like they are overthinking this for sure. For sure. What they don't know is if they would just open up and talk to you, they would recognize that you also are an overthinker. I'm not lying. Don't y'all play with my face. Don't play in my face. Don't play in my face. Okay? If you new here, I'm an Aquarius too. I know what it is. I know how this shit goes, right? Overanalyze, rethink some shit again, then rethink it again, and then rethink it again. Till it makes sense, bitch. If it don't make sense, you best believe I'm gonna be thinking about that shit all day. Definitely didn't expect you to figure me out. So for some of you, you may have already figured out that this person is running away from love, okay? Or they're backing away from it, right? Easing out of it, cold feet about it, right? The issue with that is they would have enjoyed the pleasures until the stakes were high, right? Like until it was time to put up or shut up. And that is problematic, okay? It is. I don't do this on purpose. And that is also truthful, but also it doesn't give you permission to do that shit, okay? You need to learn how to solve this. Heal that part of yourself. If you're saying that you don't do it purposefully, then perhaps it's something subconscious. Yeah. I do see this person being on the same frequency as you, which is why it would have been divine timing for this two of you to meet. But nobody is perfect, right? We are all still growing, learning, healing from certain things, right? Again, the cycles of life is a theme that they keep bringing. But for some reason, I feel like this person is ashamed of the work that they still have to do. But I feel like they've done work prior to you, just not enough. And they did drag their feet on that. They're going to take accountability for that, even though they say that they're not doing it on purpose. I get this person perhaps like being a creature of habit, like I said. So maybe they are also a fixed sign, such as you, right? This is why them just talking to you would have really avoided all of this, because you are understanding. And it does appear that the two of you have some things in common. And I feel like you would have been able to understand them, okay? They're fixed energy. So that is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, fixed signs. So they either are that in their sun, or they have that. They have fixed energy spread within their natal chart in some of the prominent planets, okay? So that's like your sun, your moon, your Venus, right? Your north node or south node. The north and south node are not necessarily planets, though. I know this is not an astrology lesson, so those are just points. Okay, so we have vulnerability is safe. Right? So this is somebody who definitely knows that they are on the brink of breaking your trust, but they're hoping that it hasn't gotten too far, right? That the bridge is not burnt. That they still have the ability to come in and say something else, or say whatever it is that they want to say. Say whatever it is that comes to their mind. I do see this person being nervous, right? To talk to you. But they don't have a choice if they want this to work, because I see you, if not already gone, you are packing your bags. You see what I'm saying? You're out of here. You will be into another cycle, another universe, an alternate, you'll be out this bitch, okay? They may never be able to find you again, or they might not ever be able to have or hold your attention in the same way anymore if they wait too long. These are their thoughts, not mine. They do not want friendship. We have friendship in the reverse. This person does not see you as a friend. They don't believe that the two of you can be friends, right? They want you, okay? We then have hotline bling. So I do see this person blowing your phone up. If you happen to not answer, they will call again, and then they will text, and then they will DM you, and then they will email you, and then they'll call again. I see them blowing your phone up. They just need to get this off their chest. It may feel like urgent, okay? They have a sense of urgency. So there's some fire that has been placed up under their ass. Spiritually, of course. And then we have what you are looking for is also looking for you, right? So this has always been a thing, okay? The two of you have met each other in divine timing. This is fated. It does have potential. I had to say that. Don't leave me up in them comments. It does have potential, guys, okay? If you're able to look past some of the things that you may not have saw clearly, I do see the ability for this to actually work, right? I see the ability for it at least to be something that the two of you can speak about what the forward movement looks like. Not necessarily reconciling immediately, but at least getting on the same page in talks of what the next steps are, or the forward movement. I see this person really wanting to try actually putting their best foot forward. Now, in terms of that healing that they needed to do in order to feel, this is really about their own feeling about themselves, which kind of makes me a little bit sad, which is why I've been going a little easy on them. Because I feel like subconsciously, right? This person may have everything that you desire. What you are looking for is looking for you, but because of how they see you, right? whatever this pedestal is that they're placing you on, right? This value that they're giving you is major, it's massive. They don't see themselves as valuable as that, or they don't know, right? Like they're questioning their value because of how great you are. So that is a little bit murky for me, right? I don't want, dealing with somebody who has low self-esteem is a whole nother monster. I don't see this person necessarily having low self-esteem, but I do see them, their subconscious traumas being triggered by way of incompetency, feeling like they haven't done enough. But until they say something, until they talk to you, they'll never know what is enough for you, right? So this is really about having honest, vulnerable conversations. I do see them wanting to preface this conversation with asking you if it's safe, right? Like, is this a safe place? They feel vulnerable. They feel really vulnerable and raw, fragile, because they care, right? Like they care about how you respond. They care about how this ends. It's going to affect them too, right? Like this is not like the past shit. They wanted me to read this before we head over to the extended. It says, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. This is what we have going on, you guys. Wow, we then have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I told you they are real, guys, okay? This person, this connection, this relationship has scared the shit out of this person. You understand me? We have past life relationship. You have known each other before, okay? So whereas they've had relationships where they were able to just be free-spirited, now they see this one as so much bigger. Like there's so many odds stacked against them in their mind, right? Like they don't know. They're like, she's so great. He's so great. She has this. He has that, right? Like they've accomplished this. They've accomplished that. They know about this. They know about that. Like they're this kind of person. Like they love it, right? They love it. But it also terrifies them because it's like, well, what do I give them? Like, how do I show up for that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I add value to that? Like, what would my part be? Will I be of value? Okay. And then if I'm of value now, will I be of value later? Will it be able to last? Like, this is somebody who's looking long term. They're wanting to know how they're going to be able to maintain this in the long run. That is what is really making them scared. So let's head over to the extended. Okay. According to Divine, let's see where this is all going. All right. I definitely want to know what specific subconscious blocks may be holding this back. I want to know what this person is needing to heal from in order to fully move forward towards this manifestation. You called this in and now you're acting like you're not good enough for it. Like that makes me sad for you. Honestly, ma'am, sir, process. It does. I also want to see, what do they hope to do moving forward? What do they hope to make of this moving forward? What are their intentions, right? What accountability are they willing to take? I did see some of it come out here, but let's see moving forward. What further accountability have they taken? And more importantly, what steps have they taken in order to get a rein, regulate that self-esteem immediately? Immediately. Okay. It's a danger zone for you. Clearly you're sabotaging this. You don't even see it. So I want to know what they've done to actually heal from those things and what changes will happen moving forward. Let's also see their specific next steps, okay, their intentions, and when you can expect this person to make their next move, when you'll expect to hear from them, as well as when is there potential for the two of you to have a long-term committed relationship or a union, if that is what you desire, okay? We'll also look to see what the new is looking like, what new prospects you have coming in towards you, like what are the new options looking like? Are there any worth your time or energy? Let's see what the new is looking like, just in case we have some of you who are going to leave this one behind and go forward, okay? Let's see what the best possible outcome is of both the old and the new, and then we'll get some advice, okay, on how you can successfully navigate your next cycle with or without this person, okay? How you can be your best, highest self, vibrating at the highest frequency for the things that you are calling in, okay? So that what you are looking for will also be looking for you. Ain't gotta chase your dreams if your dreams are chasing you. Okay, so without further ado, click the like button as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. And I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. I'm going to see you guys over there. Let's go cut up.